Hello guys and welcome to another episode of my channel. Today it's going to be a video on how to store or where to put your watches, and I decided to get new watch boxes in order to separate my, let's say, core collection from the rest of the collection. And therefore I've bought this Vil case. It's of Chinese manufacture. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it probably also under other names. It's of course synthetic leather, not real leather, and it has this classic watch roll design, and it is for 3 watches. So let me open it, and I really like the brown color and the interior, this suede style, and there you can see my core collection. I decided to put these 3 in. Makes it easier for me to see which watches I actually want to keep and what I already have, considering higher class tier watches. Whereas I have this case by Songmix, which is also of Chinese manufacturer, and you probably can get it under other names as well, where I put my other watches, mainly Seiko, but also like other sentimental pieces. And but let's start with having a core collection box. I think it's useful because if you like to tick boxes, you can see what you already have. In this case, we have a diver, we have a chronograph, and we have a, let's say, simple 3-hander dressier type of watch. And so every time you think about, for example, maybe I should get the Tudor Black Bay diver again, then I think, well, wait a minute, I already have the Seiko Marine Master, which is a quite expensive watch already. Do I really need another expensive watch, and will it actually compete with the Seiko, or will I just continue only wearing the Marine Master? Or if I want to have like a Breitling chronograph, Avenger, whatever, I think, wait a minute, I have this classic Speedmaster. Do I really need the Breitling? And if I want to go for, let's say for a Grand Seiko, I stop and say, hey, already got the Rolex Air King. Do I really need the Grand Seiko? And will it fit a place in my collection, in my rotation? At least this is something that helps me. Probably others have different ways, and there's always a reason to have a different, let's say, brand in the collection. So a Grand Seiko would be something different to the Rolex. However, I just want to give you this kind of advice or idea how to deal with your watch addiction. So let's get just quick to this main collection. And we have the Rolex Air King, just a wonderful piece, and you can see how it works. This watch box, you have these ways of fixing it to the case and releasing it, and it's actually a nice and secure way to put your watches, to store them. So let's take a look at the Air King just quickly. Really nice, sporty and dressy watch, and it's not too small, not too big on my 7-inch wrist. I think they simply nailed it with this watch. This 40 millimeters of diameter is just a very nice fit between like a smaller and a bigger size. So I think with 7-inch wrist or also 6.5-inch wrist, you can't go wrong with the Rolex Air King. If you want to buy it right now, I think the prices basically reached their maximum on many Rolexes. So this is the Air King. And then we have, we don't have to talk much about it, the Omega Speedmaster Professional, the Moon Watch. This is the discontinued version. I really love it. On the leather strap, I have it on the metal strap as well. I have the bracelet, but the bracelet doesn't have enough of micro adjustment. You can wear it, but in my case, it's a little bit too loose. So I regularly put it on a nature, on a leather strap. You know the Speedmaster. And then we have a real jewel of the collection. I really thought twice or many more times about buying it or not. The Seiko Marine Master 300, the SLA 023. It is just the most beautiful shade of blue I've seen on a watch so far. It's not in your face, it's subtle, but let me clean it up. But in sunlight, it really gives you the impression of like a mountain lake. It's just a beautiful shade of blue, and it has the right mixture of, let's say, tool watch design as well as some dressy elements. And I really like those long links of the bracelet. I mean, this is personal preference like always, but I really like it. Gives it a more classier look, let's say, put it like this. So this is my core collection. Tell me, what do you think about it? And this is also the time where I ask you to send me pictures of your watches. If you want me to review or give you my opinion on your collection or share it with others simply on this channel, just go on my email account, write me an email on what you want at web.de. So an email on to what you want at web.de, where you can write me an email, send me some pictures, and maybe also a little bit of history of your watch collecting. What do you connect with your watches? I'm really interested in sharing it with the other guys here on the channel. So let me put the core collection away and let's get to the other watches in my collection. And I already made some videos on them, so just a quick go through. Maybe let's go from the HMT Janata which is an manual wound Indian watch. HMT stands for Hindustan Machine Tools, and it's a smaller diameter. I think it's 37, and it has a neat, cool design. I really like it. Don't wear it that often, but simply keep it in the collection. Then we have a watch I've bought when I was like 15 or 16 or something, a Citizen, I think it's a C320 Surf. It's one of those Citizen watches, chronographs with world timer, dual time, GMT functionality, and comes on this Jubilee style or multi-link style bracelet. And actually it's a very nice condition, have to put a battery in it. Then we have the SKX 009, absolute classic. We have the newer Seiko Monster, the SRPG 57 of the Save the Ocean series. This one is the Antarctica series with this penguin footprints. Very nice watch. I really like this all steel look of it with the steel bezel. Then we have the Sumo Hulk, the SPB 103. I think a very nice shade of green, and the Sumo is just exceptional. The design, for the money, one of the best Seikos I think you can get, especially with this new 6R35 movement with 70 hours of power reserve. And then we have a Zin, my second Zin. I had the 903 STB, the blue Nevid timer watch, but I've sold it because I really disliked the rotor noise and everything, and I've got this classical 104 ST, I think SAW, the white dial obviously, and I simply love this watch, especially on the bracelet. I mean, it's a strap monster, and it's a nice complementary watch to the Speedmaster, I think. And but on this H-link bracelet, it's so versatile. You can dress it up, dress it down. I really love this watch, and this is where I keep, let's say, my other watches of the collection. So there you have it, core collection, rest of the collection. What do you think of it? And especially if you want to review a review of your collection by me, if I should give you my opinions, what to buy, what to sell, whatever, simply discuss it with the other guys in the comments on the channel. Let me know, write me an email to whatyouwant @web.de, I'm sorry. And yeah, send me pictures, send me some stories behind your watches, and you will get a review on the channel as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one.